Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm top. Up first, it's Hopey.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
So much hype surrounding this fight. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Jab slightly off target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They blocked the left there. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Bombs away. Perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Do you believe what we are seeing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Switch back on, get focused, and get your mind.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? Good man, good man.
Right, let's go out then. Get your boxing back together. Listen.
This is good there. Relax now, I don't want you to roll.
And there's the bell to start round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
These are my kind of fights. Boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
You'd like to see more jabs. Straight right just misses. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Misses with the jab. Caution being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get it. Kitchen sink.
That jab's slick.
Gather your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence, stop him in.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Very
Fine, back.
And there's the bell for round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is a high-octane battle. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Jab does not score. To block that jab. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Insane action. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Garcia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's not in your league. Come on,
Great round, now relax. Stay focused. Don't...
get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
You were thinking you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing.
Win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. That was a terrible round, that is.
Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Defense is not an option for these two. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good defense stopping that jab. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The perfect counter lands. They block the left there. He misses with that jab. Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Do you believe what we're seeing? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He just misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook doesn't score. The courage on display here is incredible. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, pal, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Get back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the rounds.
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the...
He was coasting this fight.
Here comes round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Hard look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They block the hook. That left hook misses. Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This round could go either way. Hold it right there. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. That bell could not have come. There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Perfect counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. It's all offense all the time. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? When are we going to see a jab from these two? The perfect counter lands. That hook just can't find the target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a